Hey guys, it's Bianca Sophia. Now I was planning on releasing like 3 videos today, but because of this, what's the state of the world right now, and Archangel Michaela is actually wanting me to jump on here and tell people what the hell is going on. What is really going on here? What is this, right? And you know what's really annoying is I actually already made a video about this. But you know, people don't. They're programmed not to watch my videos. They're programmed not to watch truth videos that would unprogram, like deprogram them. You know what I mean? Like they're literally not. They literally cannot press play. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's crazy, but it's true. Hold on, I'm lighting up a cigarette because I'm gonna need a cigarette for this one. It's gonna be triggering a lot of people. If you are easily triggered and you like just get upset with everything, just click off now, okay? I don't have time for the bullshit. I really don't. This is like last call, you know, like that type of shit. This is the last call. And if you mother effers don't want to wake up, I'm just telling you right now, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for you. I'm telling you right now. Excuse me. All right, I'm trying to come in a little more softer. I apologize. Let's see my other aspects that are really fired up about this. How people still don't want to wake up when it's like I want to tell them, the higher dimensionals, you know, they're expecting a different result when something happens over and over, but they're expecting a different result, right? It's insanity, right? These people are not going to wake up. Like I feel like the people that are not going to wake up, that are still believing in the illusion, it's over for them. Like they're just not going to wake up. And if you're still believing in this illusion, wake up now. Wow. See, that wasn't even me. See, like, wow. Okay, so this is like, this is like a final wake-up call. This is it, for real. And like, oh Lord. Michael is telling me that, oh gosh. Hold on, I need to inhale for this one. Hold on a second. Like, you know how the state of the world right now is in total chaos? He said, this is nothing. You haven't seen anything yet. This is nothing. It's going to get really like crazy. And you can see that this is exactly, I've been saying this, right? I've been trying to warn people for years about this, and they just call me crazy, right? Yet here they are arguing about guns online. Are you kidding me? Guns, really? How do people not see past the illusion? I don't get it. I don't get it. See, now Michael is telling me to calm down. It's kind of funny, actually, how we go back and forth with calming each other down. Okay, listen. We're going to go into the mind of one of these. I can't even say the word because I'll be flagged, but let me see. Maybe I'm going to call them a hooter. Just to lighten up the mood a little bit, all right? Okay, hooters. That's right. That's cool, right? We're going to go into the mind of a hooter, okay? It rhymes with hooter, right? And I hope you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you're totally clueless, then please listen all the way through, because you're one of those that needs to really wake up and pay attention. And I'm not talking about wake up and pay attention to the television. The television lies to you. I mean, look, for fuck's sake, it's called tell-lie vision. They're telling you lies. Tell-lie vision. Right? I mean, hello. When we get our TV guides, right? What is there on there when you open your guides? Programs, right? Programs! They're programming you. Wow, that felt like Sophia there. That was like really weird. I feel like they're all like coming through at the same time. You guys need to relax. Just calm down a little bit. We all need to calm down, I guess. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go in the mind of a hooter. Okay? So you guys can know what the hell is going on. Because I remember when, I already went through this, but here I go again, making another video. Hopefully there's someone out there that will listen to this that's not awake yet, that will hear this and say, that light bulb will go on, right? It will go, boom, right? And then they're like, oh my gosh, I get it. And I just got goosebumps wow. This is definitely gonna happen for someone, because yep, I can feel it. Someone's gonna wake up to this. So this is the hope, like this is why I make videos. In the hopes that someone listens to it and gets something out of it. And yeah. The hair on the back of my neck is standing up right now. So this is a confirmation that there's going to be someone that listens to this that it's going to wake them up. It's going to save them. Are you saying that if we don't wake up, we're not saved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And this is like Source Creator coming through, you guys. This is like Sophia and Christos coming through. You know, it's like tough love time. And it's crazy, really quick. My father-in-law was here, my karmic soulmate's father, whom I love very dearly. He's a beautiful man, beautiful man. He's awake. It's like, I love it. I love that he's awake. I love that he's like, I mean, he still watches the media and everything, but it's like he knows what's, like he sees it. He sees it clearly for what it is. And we were having the best conversations ever. I can't say that about his son, but you know, it is what it is. He's a light warrior. His father is light warrior. He's in Starseed. That's the only way Philip was able to come through, is because his parents are also light warriors and Starseeds, right? So I was telling his father-in-law to last year, I think it was, when he was here. Oh no, it wasn't last year. It was a few months ago. What time was that? It was like it was before Thanksgiving. So November, I believe. Okay. And I was telling him, I said, you better hold on, because this is going to get it's going to get crazier, right? It's going to get crazier. You're going to see an uptick in all these crazy, you know, things that happen in the world, right? Where, and what does it do? It puts the whole world in a trauma response, right? That's the whole point of this. What they're doing is they're reinforcing your programming, okay? They want to keep you in fear. They want to keep you in fight, flight, or freeze mode, right? Because they feed off of that, okay? These negative energies that are left, the service to self factions that are left, they're desperate. They don't have their food like they used to, okay? So they have to do double trauma, triple traumas, you know, to the population to get the negative energy that comes from you when you do that, right? Okay, so sorry, you guys. And he's like, well, and I was like, you probably wonder why Source would let this happen. Why would God, whatever you want to call it, let this happen? And I was like, would you believe me if I said that God is pushing this now? Like, God's actually allowing this to happen more because people will not wake up. So what do you think, if you're a parent, listen to me, if you're a parent, it's like the whole enabling thing, right? Your parent enables you, right? And what happens? Nothing. You don't change at all, right? But if you turn the dime, right, and you don't enable that child, right, and you throw that child to the wolves, because that's what that child needs to grow, right? This is what God is doing, okay? Before, yeah, Source was not into this stuff, but now it's like, you know what, fine. If you guys don't want to wake up, I'm going to allow it to happen, because you guys don't want to wake up. You guys are not questioning your reality. You guys are not going within to the Creator. You're shutting the Creator out. So the Creator is going to shut you out. And I don't mean like all the way. I'm talking about the Creator is going to show you an illusion, okay? An illusion that hopefully will wake you up to the trauma that's been going on forever. I mean, don't you find it weird how there's a trauma on the news after trauma after trauma after trauma, and it's like clockwork, right? And there's so many different parts of this. There's multiple reasons for this, you guys, multiple reasons. And it would be like a 3-hour video if I went through all of it. But I'm going to go ahead and go into the mind of a Hooter, okay? And what happened to this Hooter, and why the Hooter does what it does, okay? But apparently this particular hooting was different, okay? Like, I'm going to actually pull tarot on this, because I'm really interested in to see if this was purely an illusion, or was it a sleeper that was activated, okay? So I'm going to go down the road that it was a sleeper, but part of me saying it was an illusion, okay? It could be both, but here, listen, it depends on what timeline you're on, but some of you are probably getting really confused, but let me go ahead and get into say this was the normal sleeper activation, okay? So, let's see here. I'm going to use the same person as I used last time to explain this, okay? Remember little old Nicholas, right? The one from the Valentine's Day hooting, yeah? Okay, the Valentine's Day one that happened before. Okay, so let me tell you about Nicholas, little Nicholas. And like I said in the other video, Nicholas is a victim, okay? He's not a criminal, okay? And people are like, oh, what is she talking? Yes, 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 yes. He is a victim, okay? There are basically, he is a puppet, okay? I want you to picture this little boy on puppet strings, okay? And then there are the puppeteers, right? Puppeting him, right? This is how it's done, okay? Now, how do they get little Nicholas to do these horrible things, right? They do the same thing they're doing to you. They traumatized him to split his mind, to go into a trauma response. So then they can program him to do what they want done, right? It's the same thing, but at a different level, okay? Just like when they traumatize you with this shit, right? They traumatize you and then they program you. They program your mind into beliefs that normally you would not believe. But because you are in a trauma response, they can program you with whatever they want. Do you understand? I feel like Sophia's coming through big time right now. I don't know, but let me just go ahead, continue. So, it's like as above, so below. Trauma trickles down, okay? So, what they do is they traumatize you on the media with this stuff, right? And since you're in a trauma response, you're very easily manipulated. You're very easily programmed with whatever they want. They want to pass a bill about something, right? To take your guns away, whatever the hell it is. I shouldn't even have said that word. I meant uns, okay? They do this shit so they can freaking do whatever they want. And you won't even know. You won't even realize what's happening. Right? Sorry, I'm really fired up now. But the same thing happens to the person that's the hooter. And listen to this, okay? This boy was programmed. They knew before he was born that he was going to do this, okay? Yes. He was picked out. He was even, how do I say this? He was specifically born for this, okay? There's specific breeders for this, okay? They have breeders in this group, okay? That they birth these people that are going to be sleepers and hooters, right? They come from the same damn bloodlines. Why? Because that specific bloodline is easily split. Their mind splits very easily. They don't have to do a lot of work to program them, right? So, let's pretend little Nicholas, before he was even born, right? His parents are traumatized, okay? And I'm not talking about the media traumatization. I'm talking about, if that's even a word. I'm talking about, like, the real ultra programming, okay? And you can check my other last videos. I cannot go into detail about that, but that one of those hour-long videos, I go into to how it's, like, really done. I'm going to go into a little bit of it here, but it would be way too long, this video. So, but I will get into it, I guess, a little bit here. Okay, so we've got Nicholas's parents, and I'm talking about his real birth parents, okay? The father is usually of one of the 12 families of the illuminated naughty ones, okay? Because they are easily split, okay? They all are. That's why they use those bloodlines. Okay, and then they have one of their breeders breed, okay? So that boy was specifically born just to do the Valentine's Day thing. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Do you understand how intricate this is? How insidious this is? Okay? Okay, so this child is born. And let me tell you, while that child is in the womb, it goes through trauma. Yep. Like I mentioned before in my other videos, they shine flashlights in the stomach when it's a fetus. They play loud death metal, loud music nonstop to just, so it messes up the development of the fetus, right? They push the mother down the stairs, they beat up the mother left and right, so it traumatizes the mother. And not only that, but what? What the mother feels, the baby feels, right? So this child is already like split before it's even born, okay? And what do I mean by split? The splitting of the mind occurs when the human mind is traumatized so bad that it can't take it anymore, right? And it splits off into two, okay? So now we have, and what happens is that first, the one that's traumatized goes into a fantasy land, okay? That was created by their handler, okay? So that was already programmed in them. Like, that fantasy was programmed into them when they were like babies or children, or like 2 years old, 3 years old, okay? That fantasy land. And what do they use to do the fantasies? They do Disney movies. They do Alice in Wonderland. They do, excuse me, Wizard of Oz. And they have specific lines that will make that person go in the upside down or the their own little fantasy world, right? So you have one personality, say it's the core original personality, okay? And that core personality, the real Nicholas goes off and is at Wizard of Oz, right? He's playing in the Wizard of Oz land, okay? And meanwhile, the other one is being traumatized because remember, the trauma is inflicted and Nicholas can't handle it because it's so bad, his mind splits. And this is the beginning of MPD, which is multiple personality disorder, okay? I think they changed the name now, but whatever. So Nicholas is now playing in the Wizard of Oz land, and the other part of him, an alter, who was called forward and created, is given a name and everything, a personality, and a mission. Yes, a mission. And what might that mission be? Maybe to shoot up a school. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have said that. Whatever, I'm leaving it. I don't even care anymore. So, Nicholas's mission is to hoot up a school, right? And it's not even Nicholas. It's some, let's call him Ricky, right? So Ricky is the alter that was created. So Nicholas is in Wizard of Oz land, and Ricky is being traumatized now, right? And what do? They do the same thing to Ricky, okay? They traumatize him until his mind splits again. Now Ricky goes to Alice in Wonderland land, right? And this new alter comes forward, and they name him Chadwick, whatever, right? Now Chadwick is also traumatized. Do you see what I'm saying? They traumatize them and traumatize them and traumatize them. And usually, like, the least amount of alters they have is like 100. When you go to the main bloodlines, those top bloodlines, they have like thousands of alters, okay? They split and split and split and split, and they have all these alters. They all have their own names. Some of them don't, most of them don't know about each other because they create alters to handle the other alters. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Okay, so now, when a new alter comes forward, they are programmed to, like I said, mission, right? They will train this alter in ways you could never even imagine, okay? I mean, some of these people have been programmed to the point where they can jump out of a damn airplane and land on their feet, okay? I'm serious. You think I'm joking you? Try me. I'm telling you right now, yes. They have no fear about jumping out of that plane either, okay? They've been trained to do so. It's an alter that does it. And usually an alter that comes forward has no, it's like a robot, like if a robot was to take over, right? They don't, remember, the real personality is in Wizard of Oz land or Alice in Wonderland land, and they're having a fun time. They're having a great time in that fantasy, while their alter is causing havoc in the world, right? And remember, so now we've got Nicholas, and we've got Chadwick and Ricky, right? So Nicholas is in Wizard of Oz land having fun, right? So I'm just going to give you an example of what happened that day, okay? They don't even need their handlers with them anymore. Apparently, like, the stuff can be done right from the satellites in the sky, okay? Or they just have a van drive by and set him off. Now, these ultra victims are triggered, okay, and activated with a certain tone. There's so many different ways they're activated. I'm not going to, like I said, go watch my other videos, okay? So this person is activated, say, through a button that they press when they drive by. It's a frequency that's sent out. And that frequency was specifically made for him to be activated, okay? So on that moment, when that tone is heard, okay, Nicholas goes into Wizard of Oz land. He's like, oh, whoa, hey, wait, cool. Let's go follow this. I can't even say it because I don't know if anyone's, I don't want to activate anybody by accident, but down the brick road, right? Okay, they'll say that. That is a real trigger line, by the way, okay? So he's having fun in Wizard of Oz land. And Ricky, okay, Ricky is a little psychopathic, right? He's been traumatized, and he's been, not only that, but he's been programmed to be a psychopath, right? So here he is, and he's, you know, his mission, his whole mission when he was going to be activated was to do what he did. So Ricky goes into the cab, but I can't remember how, or he got whatever the hell it's called. I don't remember how he got to the school, right? But he got there, right? Okay, that he was programmed from birth for that. Like when he was 2 years old, 3 years old, when he was a child, he was activated, or I'm sorry, programmed to do that specific mission, right? So when that specific tone was heard, like I said, Nicholas goes into his fantasy world, the altar comes forward and takes over Nicholas's body. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And if you were to talk to Ricky, Ricky would know nothing about Nicholas. Ricky would know that I'm Ricky and this is me and I'm my own person, right? And I'm a psychopath, right? And I'm gonna go do this thing that I'm supposed to do, right? And sometimes they'll even have two alters handling these hootings, right? They'll have Chadwick and Ricky working together, because I don't know if you heard the footage of when Nicholas was interviewed. They had they were asking him, you know, what happens? Like, I heard the demons told me to do it, right? Yeah, his alters, you guys. And if you don't think there's tons and tons of entities attached to those altars, you really need to research and really need to see what's going on. And you don't even need to go online to research. You go within and talk to, you know, connect with Source Creator, with the Divine Father and the Divine Mother, okay? Excuse me. So now Ricky and Chadwick are pulling off this horrible thing, right? And remember, like, he is trained to do this. That's how these people know. It's like, how do these kids even, like, it's like you wonder where their mind was. Like, this is what a lot of people are wondering. How do they even get all that? How do they, and that's another thing. How did they get all of those assault weapons and whatever? You know what I mean? How? Well, how do you think? The powers that like to drink pee gave him all those weapons because they knew that he needed to use those weapons for the mission that they programmed him to do for them, right? I mean, come on. And they have to make it look real. They have to set it up. They have to make it look like he's obsessed with weapons, and that's what they do. One of his altars, one of that Ricky altar, whatever, before his main mission, they have other tones that they use to call the altar forward to do other things, like, you know, write in the journal about what? Uns, right? And to become obsessed with uns. And whenever that altar was there, it was to start developing the evidence, right, that they're going to show on the media. So I told you, this is very intricate and complex. Hold on, I'm lighting a cigarette. So this is how it works also. I'm talking, I told you I'm talking, remember? No one's here, Bella. That's it, that's next door. Hold on, baby girl. Sorry, guys. So listen. So now after this hooting happens, right? Now, you know, a lot of them end up taking themselves out, which usually they are programmed to do so. But sometimes they just want extra effects for the news, right? Which is just makes me sick. So when the cops come and get little Nicholas, he's very confused, right? Yeah, he is confused, right? And he usually doesn't know what the hell's going on. Why? Because he wasn't even there, right? Or his altar was there, but his altar might have even told him what happened. Hey, we just did this, this, and this, right? The demons told him, right? Yeah, those demons that are his altars told him, right? So, you know, he's running away. And like I said, they have altars that are very much like themselves, too, that are programmed. They have all these different altars, multiple personalities. So that they have the one main core, and then they have all these multiple other. Those multiple personalities are altars that were programmed, okay? And they all have different jobs, right? So, and here's another kicker, right? The police officers that, do the interviewing are his damn handlers. They're a part of it too. So they know exactly what to say in the interview because they want certain things said, right? And it's like the handler doesn't even know it's a handler, right? He was also activated. So his altar is in the room with this other altar. Do you see what I'm saying? It's so complex, like you guys, and intricate, and they've been, like I said, they've been studying the human mind for a very, very long time, and they've been doing this for so long, and it's annoying that no one's understanding what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? Now, I would love for you guys to go back and watch my other videos, the ones that's like, I I think it was not the last hour-long video, but the one before that, I think, is when I went into detail about how they create a slave, an ultra slave, right? And I'm going to go into more detail about this, but like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. Like the why do they do this? I'll have to make a whole other video about the why. But like I said, if you go back and listen to my other videos, not the tarot readings, but the other stuff, the Lightwarrior Diaries stuff, that and the Dark Diaries, that is what you need to watch if you want to know about this stuff. And also research, but do not research on the big G, okay? The group that's in charge, the group that does this, that's part of this whole mess, they own the big G. Do you understand? So they erase off of the internet the stuff that would help you find the truth. You get it now? Try a different browser, okay? I don't know, any of them, but just not the big G, okay? You would be very surprised and shocked how much stuff they've erased off the internet. Like, it's unbelievable. Like 75% of the content's been erased. It's crazy. I mean, don't you find it odd sometimes when you search these certain things on the big G, they won't even come up like they used to? Like, you know when you used to search on the big G and like you would say a sentence and all the options would come up? The sentence that you wanted to search is already there like a billion times, right? Not this stuff, not this stuff. Don't you find that odd? Go ahead and try it. Go in the big G and put in there like something that's, you know, not, that would get them in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, search the activation of an ultra sleeper. You know what I mean? Something like that. And you'll see how nothing pops up because they've erased it. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to yell at you, but it's like, it's getting annoying now. Like, how do you people not, how do you not seeing this? And it's not just me. I'm like, I understand it because I've been there. I was that person that didn't want to believe that this shit was real, like the stuff that's going on and what's really going on, right? I got very angry. I got very triggered, right? But then, like I mentioned in a post on Facebook, I started to ask myself, why was I so angry when people said stuff like that? When they would mention, you know, back in that September day when that thing happened, that's what woke me up. That was one of the main things that woke me up, was that and the children. But when I really looked into the whole September thing, right, I was very angry about what I was reading. Like, I was like, there's no way that was done by our own, you know. I was like, there's no way. I got very, very angry. I remember throwing the remote at my wall, and I even left a dent in my wall. And I was thinking, why am I so upset? Why am I so angry about this? It doesn't make sense. And that's when I realized it wasn't me, right? That was a program. I was programmed to feel that way, but it wasn't really me. So what I did is I took a nap. I said, all right, let's take a breath, let's take a nap, and then we're going to see why was I so angry when researching this specific subject, right? Why was I so triggered, right? Doesn't make sense. This is not me. So, you know, when I took a nap and then I woke up and I revisited it in a more calming approach, and I just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to research this. You know, if what is true, what I hope is not true is true, then that means my whole life has been a lie. But guess what? If what I researched turns out to be, and I'm right? Well, then I'll feel better about it, right? And I'll know that I'll have proof to show these assholes that what these people are saying is crazy, right? Either way, I'll find out the truth. But let me do some digging. Because if you don't dig, you're no better than them. Do you understand me? I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like that is also my higher aspects coming through. They're like really, really fired up that people are just not wanting to wake up. But I get it. It's millions of years of programming. So let me go ahead and stop here for now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do more on this. Just stay tuned, keep watching. And the people that do know the truth about this, you guys need to speak up. It is time to speak up. I know you're scared. I know you don't want to talk about it because you feel like people are going to look at you weird, but it is time. You're being watched right now. The people that know the truth that aren't speaking the truth, it is time for you to speak up. Do you understand me? Because I'm telling you right now, when you're done with this experience and you're looking back at this time and you say, and you know at the end that this was all an illusion anyway, but you look down and say, damn, if I would have just spoke up, maybe I could have made a difference. You can make a difference. If you know the truth and you're not speaking it, shame on you. Shame on you. Because that's ego right there, right? You care about what people are going to think of you. You care about what people are going to say about you. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Really? Are you kidding me right now? Shame on you. Shame on you. You still have a lot of work to do then. Do the work. Do the work, okay? Do it. And speak up, because now is the time. You are being asked to speak up and help your brothers and sisters see the real light and not keep looking at this false light. I apologize, guys. I'm telling you, these are my higher aspects coming through. They are really fired up right now. I'm going to go ahead and stop here for now. I'm sorry, you guys. I love you. I guess speak up. Excuse me. I love you guys so much. Remember, shields up, swords up. Let's get it.